I'm going to cut straight to the chase. If you aren't in my Discord server, you're missing out severely. The best alpha in crypto takes place within these channels, including coin discussions, market analysis, degen behavior, and more. It's completely free and I look forward to speaking with you inside. Yo everyone, welcome back. I'm sounding like a broken record these days with how many times I'm saying this, but the channel is growing so fast and I always got to show my appreciation. A few days ago it was 4K, then we hit 5,000 and now it's 6,000 subscribers. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. I am so grateful. And if I had a camera on right now, you'd see how much I'm smiling. But yeah, I appreciate it so much. Thank you all. Today's video is on ANyONe protocol, formerly known as ATOR protocol. If you've been watching my content or in my Discord for a while, you know how bullish I am on this project. I've been yapping on about this for almost a year now, and I think 2025 it will make a serious push into becoming one of the top cryptos. So let's begin with the basics. What is it? Or rather, what was it? So the initial mission of ATOR was to help scale the original Tor network. This has been up and running since 2002 and was the largest anonymity layer on the internet. Standing for the Onion router, it worked by sending users' data through a network of relays or nodes operated by volunteers to anonymize their online activity. This process encrypts users' data through multiple layers, making it difficult for others to track their online activity. To put it as simply as possible, this is basically the private internet. It was used back in the day to access things like the dark web or the deep web, and Bitcoin was actually used quite commonly through Tor back then, if I'm not mistaken. But Tor didn't come without issues, and the largest one was one of scalability. Currently, we can see there are around 7,500 relays propping this network up, and in 22 years, that's really not that many. Tor faces issues of slow speeds, high traffic volumes, and simply does not have the network to navigate these issues. Reason being, there is no incentive to be a node operator. It's all free. You have to be a good Samaritan in a way, and how many of them are there in this world? Enter ATOR protocol. They look to solve this issue by providing the incentive. People that ran the relays or nodes for the Tor network would be rewarded for doing so in the ATOR token. A very simple, real-life business model helped by the use of cryptocurrency. And the reaction was as you'd expect. Tor was stagnating, and in their first year, after only a few months, ATOR hit 2,000 relays, around a third of what Tor had at the time. You'd think Tor would appreciate the helping hand, but no, they came out speaking against ATOR, which flooded the project and the price crashed. For some reason, this anonymous project didn't really want help with their anonymity. The theories came out that Tor may be government funded, may have a backdoor, it won't be fully encrypted, not decentralized, and we can see what ATOR thought of this at the time. But that caused ATOR to break away and form their own project, ANyONe protocol. Same concept as before, create the biggest privacy layer in the world, except now on their own terms. So that's an overview of the history and how we got there. Let's take a look through their website. Of course, they've rebranded now to ANyONe, and yeah, this website is so clean, guys. I mean, it looks so good to me. Maybe I'm being biased, but I think it looks incredible, very professional. We've got some associations and partners down here, which we'll get into in more detail later on. But yeah, look, privacy that anyone can trust. Unlike a VPN, the ANyONe network can't track you. All data is fragmented among the relay operators that are incentivized to run a node. So it's a very simple business concept. Just think private internet. All your data is encrypted. You've got all your privacy that you want. And I mean, I think this thing kind of sells itself. I don't think I really need to go into intricate detail. ANyONe combines privacy with DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure. There are two ways you can set relays up: virtually with your existing computer or laptop, or physically with their hardware. It's a very simple, retail-friendly solution, a plug-and-play model to start earning and contributing to the network. So you can order it now for Q1 2025, and well, just look at this thing. It looks so well presented, like something Apple or a high-tech firm would produce. They cut no corners here. ANyONe already has their SDK set up to allow developers and users to start tunneling traffic through their network. So we've got a few partnerships listed on their website for their privacy economy, beginning with Peak, which is the layer 1 optimized for machines, and DePIN. They say the ANyONe SDK will be provided for DePINs on Peak, which, you know, is huge in terms of outreach. We've got Superchain, which is the first dedicated app on their network, and also Gaming, which is privacy options for over 100,000 gamers worldwide. And in all honesty, I lost count on the amount of partnerships ANyONe has. I've seen regular tweets coming out, partnerships with everything: AI projects, gaming, real world assets, DeFi, literally everything, because privacy is for, excuse the pun, anyone. Okay, last time I'm doing that. But I wish on their website they would have a broader section for partnerships, listing all of them. We can see some of them here, but there are a lot more. So we can see now the potential of this project. It's not only for everyday users like myself or you, but also for developers who are looking to build decentralized apps or incorporate privacy in some kind of way within their own project, be it a game, be it a DeFi system, you know, anything. Like, this really does have ridiculous potential. Scrolling down further, we've got three keywords that really stand out. We've got generalized, incentivized, and decentralized. It's generalized because it's more than an app. It's a privacy layer for the internet. Clients and products can build circuits tailored to their needs. Obviously, the incentivized nature comes in the form of their token. You are paid for hosting the relays, and it's gasless hourly distribution and will soon to be multi-chain rewards. And finally, their true goal is decentralization. From authority nodes to blocking illicit activity, the token drives complete network management. So remember how earlier I mentioned Tor has around 7,500 relays? Well, ANyONe now has over 9,000, which makes it officially the largest private onion routing network in the world. Do you know how monumental of an achievement this is? In only 18 months, they've toppled what was essentially a monopoly in this market. And the craziest part is, most people haven't even heard of this project yet. What do you think is going to happen when they do? The team and advisors are semi-doxed, but that's to be expected on a privacy project. Given the nature of the business, staying anonymous isn't so bad. But from what I've gathered over the last 18 months, massive brains, committed to the cause. They onboarded Fort Group, which are a team of dedicated engineers, but also ex-Helium or HNT guys who drove Helium to $5 billion in market cap last cycle. I was in the spaces that they held last year when the ex-founder of Helium was on, and yeah, that was a very bullish announcement. They're tried and tested within the DePIN and crypto space. I think he also mentioned something about existing HNT devices, of which there are tens of thousands, and potentially using them as relays in the future. Like, damn, the jump up would be insane. Moving on to tokenomics, this project seems to have everything sorted out here too. They hired a tokenomics expert last year to make sure everything is aligned in terms of their rewards, and I like the concept. Without going into too much detail, I'll just give the basics. There's 100 million max supply, of which around 90% is in circulation right now. 10% of the supply is allocated to the reward pool for relay operators. I should also mention that this project was 100% fair launched, no VCs or anything like that, which is beneficial. They also have a portion allocated for the team, advisors, marketing, listings, and a few more. In order to run a relay, one must lock up their ANyONe tokens for a period of 180 days or longer if they wish to continue to receive rewards. The lockup right now is 100 ANyONe tokens, which is dynamically adjusted depending on the token price. If it gets too high, they do not want people to be priced out of being able to contribute to the network. I believe they want to keep it at around $100. There is no lockup if you buy the physical hardware though. The more relays there are, the more ANyONe tokens are locked up. This should create a supply shock, and simple economics, restrict supply with increasing demand means price will begin to rocket upwards. There are bonuses in place for uptime. Obviously, if your relay is up consistently, you'll be rewarded more. Also a geographic bonus if you are running a relay in a more scarce region, one which doesn't have a lot of coverage, which is a fantastic idea to encourage worldwide participation. Taking a look at the current global coverage for ANyONe relays, we can see a lot in America, which is, to be expected. A few dotted around South America and Africa, including South Africa, Nigeria, and Morocco. Europe seems to be the most active in terms of relays. I mean, look at this, a nice spread across all over Europe. I'm curious actually if my region, actually no, let me not dox myself. In particular, the Netherlands. You Dutch seem to love your privacy. What are you trying to hide? But yeah, Europe is very active. We've got the Middle East as well, and some parts of South Asia. I can see a few in India, and is that just one? Yeah, one in Pakistan. Australasia is also covered, Southeast Asia and East Asia too. Wait, I'm getting carried away. I'm going to end up listing every single country. Not a single one in China though. Huh. What a surprise. But yeah, global outreach at this early stage is a joke. All the continents are covered, and when people find out about ANyONe, this is only going to get bigger, more decentralized, more secure, faster, everything. Something I want to mention quickly, KOLs like Alex Becker started shilling ANyONe, albeit incorrectly. He labels it as an AI project. I personally struggle to see the AI part, but hey, I don't mind it getting grouped under that sector as it will probably run the hardest this cycle. But yeah, I think the marketing and general awareness will really step up in 2025. So the price today of ANyONe is $2, giving it a market cap of around 190 million. In terms of the price history, it's a bit frustrating because they don't have the full history since the rebrand from Atoll to ANyONe, but I did manage to find the original Atoll token on TradingView. I mentioned previously that Atoll was a fair launch, and it literally launched at around 1 cent, 2 cents. So if you got in at that, honestly, I envy you. But yeah, we can see a steady increase all throughout 2023. It was looking really providential, and then bang, we were hit by this. And this was the Tor FUD when they disassociated themselves from Atoll. A lot of people were selling out, calling it a scam, thinking the project won't be able to do anything now. But I mean, the recovery is exceptional. We went sideways for a while. I think I bought in this region as well. And then we just pumped like crazy, hitting a max of all-time high, of around $4 earlier this year in April when everything was pumping, and we had that mini like B-Tech alt season. If you don't know what B-Tech is, you're probably not from the UK. But yeah, like a poor alt season. But yeah, obviously the markets have been bleeding since, and don't be scared of this massive red candle. It's not a rug. This is just simply when the ATOR token obviously went offline and we switched to ANyONe. Since the rebrand to ANyONe, we haven't seen anything extraordinary in terms of price action up until recently. It hovered around the $1, $1.50 range for a while. $1.50 was actually strong resistance. But yeah, we were under $1 for ages, and only recently we broke through $1.50 and went into like a mini rally up to around $2, as we can see. I mentioned these ranges here around 70 cents multiple times as an excellent buy for the project. So if you missed it, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and join the Discord. Everything is free, so you have no excuses. If you got that in, you'd be around a 2.53x up now. The exchanges anyone's listed on are decent. You can get it on Uniswap, BitGet, KuCoin, Mexi. Nothing extraordinary here, but I have heard that there are plans for a tier 1 listing in 2025, and I have a feeling it's going to be Binance. But yeah, once people start to see the volumes that this token is going to be doing, all the exchanges are going to want it listed. So before giving my personal price prediction on ANyONe, I want to take a look at Helium, which I've already mentioned in this video. This was a DePIN project from the previous cycle with a focus on wireless Internet of Things devices. And we can see from their price, you know, they started off at around 10-20 cents or whatever, and drove all the way up to $50 in the peak of the previous alt season. And just going off market cap, because obviously that's more important than price, it went up above $5 billion, which, you know, that's a huge number for a DePIN project, which wasn't as strong a narrative in the previous cycle as it is this time around. So in terms of my own price prediction for ANyONe, I can really see this hitting $10 as a very conservative prediction. The reason being, you know, it's a psychological figure, the first double-digit number, but also that'd give it a $1 billion market cap, and this really is to me a $1 billion concept or idea. We've already seen how much it's got going on, you know, the partnerships, the tokenomics, the relays, everything, and the actual use case and fundamentals themselves are so sound. So yeah, $10 would give it a 5x from here and give it a market cap of 1 billion, and that is a very conservative, realistic expectation. If we want to get a bit more fun, creative, and more bullish on our predictions, we have to look beyond $10. And I have to compare it to Helium personally. I mean, these are two very similar projects in this space. Both are DePIN. Obviously, ANyONe has more of a focus on privacy, but ANyONe actually onboarded the ex-founder of Helium from last cycle onto their team. You know, they're tried and tested. They've done it already previously, and they clearly see something or a lot of potential with ANyONe in order to join and, you know, try their best to drive this one up as well. For ANyONe to match what Helium did last cycle and hit a market cap of 5 billion, it would need to reach a price of $50, which is around a 25x from current prices. And in my opinion, that is absolutely not impossible at all. Of course, a lot of things have to go right for the project in terms of marketing, more exchange listings, more relays, but also certain things that are out of their control as well in terms of greater market conditions. You know, we need to have a lot more capital flowing into the crypto market. We need Bitcoin dominance to reduce. We really need to fly into alt seasons just like we did in 2021. So I've been part of the ANyONe community pretty much since inception last year, and I've seen some crazy predictions. You know, I've seen $100, $200, $300, I've even seen $1,000, which, you know, I would love it and I wouldn't complain, but we've got to be realistic here. And maybe I'm a bit more conservative with my predictions sometimes, but I'd rather be conservative than, you know, be a moon boy and miss out on any potential profits, you know, round trip your bags and all of that. So yeah, my conservative prediction for ANyONe is to hit $10 this cycle. You know, 5x doesn't sound that great to a lot of you. Maybe you're dealing with smaller capital, but from where we are right now in the cycle, 5x is very good. If you can manage to 5x your overall portfolio, I keep saying you've done an incredible job. But yeah, $10 is my conservative prediction, and I can see this going way up to $50 if everything pans out for us, matching Helium's market cap, and who knows, it could even surpass what Helium did last time with the stronger use case, bigger community, hopefully better marketing, all of that. Then this really could go between $50 to $100. You know, it's not for me to say that it's impossible, but I don't know, I just really like the project. It really makes sense to me, and I hope after this video it really makes sense to you as well. And that's without mentioning the potential passive income this can also offer you. If you've got the capabilities, why not try set up a virtual relay or even buy a physical one? Just leave it running in the background, and who knows, if the token really does start to rocket up, you've made yourself a lot of money, whilst also contributing to what some would say a necessary cause, you know, privacy, our own sovereignty, you know, all of that stuff. It's a very big deal. and yeah, you'll be contributing to the network. But that's the video on ANyONe wrapped up, guys. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and I hope you can see why I'm so bullish on this project. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Join my Discord as well, links in the description, and it's completely free. Once again, thank you guys so much for allowing me to reach 6,000 subscribers. That's a phenomenal achievement in my head. Honestly, I'm so grateful, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.